Hey everybody, I'm Kimball Hooker, right here on the Kimball Hooker Show at KCAT, Los Gatos, Montessorino. We got a special guest for you today. This brother and I go way back, way back. I'm talking about like chitlins and greens, cornbread, all of that. He laughing because he know what I'm talking about right now. We're going to take y'all back. Listen, you ain't heard no good music till you heard my brother Fred Ross put it down on he got vocals for days. I'm talking about going back to like the 70s and the 80s, way back. But we're going to get his story and we're going to dive right in. My friend, my talented friend, soon to be yours, Mr. Fred Ross. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Kimball.
Was that all right?
You did a fine job. I didn't think you were going to go that far back.
Okay, well, I put a little extra time on it.
It's all good. Thank you, man.
Man, thank you for coming down.
Man, it's my pleasure.
Paying us a visit here. We just going to dive right in. How did Fred Ross get started?
Man, I'll tell you, Kimball, it was a long time ago. When I first got started professionally, I was 15 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I was playing with gentlemen who were in high school because my voice was so deep. Mm-hmm. And I sounded like I was a grown man, although I was just 15 years old. So I just started singing with them. And I can even say, because they can't come get me now, it's too late. But at 16 and 17 for sure, I was able to get in nightclubs because I had a full-on beard.
Oh, my goodness. You were fooling everybody.
I was fooling them all. And so I was able to get in the nightclubs and actually start singing. But that's how I really got my start. Originally, I should take it back. It started in church because my mom took us to church 3 times a week. But especially Sundays. And my mom was a vocalist / guitar player.
Oh, wow. So he's in the family.
Oh, yeah. Everyone in my family pretty much. A couple of brothers and sisters cannot sing, but most of us can sing.
Oh, wow. Big family.
Yes, big family.
Wow.
9 of us.
Oh, my goodness. They don't do that no more.
No, they didn't have nothing to do. I used to tell them, you guys don't have no board games and no TV and nothing. It's just these children. What? But that's really how the start happened. And once I got in junior high school, I was really wanting to be more of a jock, play sports, run track.
Athlete, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to be an athlete, because I played a little ball, and I wanted to run track because I thought I was Bob Hayes.
Oh boy, you fast then, huh?
Oh yeah, I was a quickster, and but the music was always there because I honestly I can say I knew that I was going to be an entertainer when I was 7.
Oh wow,
I just knew because I would pretend like my mom used to have a whisk broom,
Yeah.
Well, my mom had one that had a handle on it,
right.
And I used to take it and pick it up and pretend I was playing bass and singing.
Trying to get good then. With no instruments.
Yeah, I turned down the light in my room and I pretend the audience was screaming for me.
That's a lot to know at that age.
At that age, I just knew. I said, I want to do this. And then one of my eldest brothers, Pastor Claudel Huey, he just passed away a month ago. Mm-hmm. He was my real inspiration. Yeah, thank you. He was the real inspiration because he could sing flat out.
He could sing.
Right. And he was good looking.
Right.
So the girls was chasing him and he could sing too. I went, yeah, I want to do that. I don't want to do the furniture thing.
Right.
But man, once I got my foot in the door, like I said, once in junior high school, I'll never forget my first song was a song called Whiplash.
Whiplash. How'd that go?
Whiplash. Come on, girl. I can't think of the name of the band.
I don't remember that one.
No, that was a 60s thing.
That was in the 60s.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to remember I'm an OG.
The OG, that's right. That's right. You got me on that one, though.
You did, exactly. Yeah. And the audience, it was a talent show, and that was my first talent show.
Oh,
in 7th grade. Mm-hmm. And once I did that, the next year, when I was in the 8th grade, I did it again, and I did Shotgun by Junior Walker and the All-Stars.
That's right. I know that one.
And it was weird because when I did Whiplash, everybody in the school, my teachers, my track coach, they wouldn't even call me Fred or Frederick anymore. They called me Whiplash. And then when I did Shotgun, they called me Shotgun.
Oh, man.
And I knew then, I said, oh, yeah. Music,
it
stuck with me. I said, I'm not giving this up. In the meantime, I was learning to play flute. Mm-hmm. And then I stopped playing flute because flute and the tenor saxes both be flat. Easy fingering to figure out. So I switched from flute to saxophone. So I said, I'm going to be a singing saxophone player. So I did that all the way through high school. During high school, I was doing in the choir, still trying to be a jock, but also really concentrating on the music.
You got a lot going on.
Man, I did, because actually I really should have been an upholsterer because that's what my family did for a living.
Oh, that was in the family.
That was in the family. My mom and dad had an upholstery shop right on Fillmore and Haight in San Francisco.
You from the Bay?
I was born and raised in San Francisco.
Oh wow.
San Francisco General.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of the original natives.
The original.
The original,
right?
because a lot of people that were here, they moved away a long time ago, or they moved away now. But no, San Francisco's always been home to me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So once that got going, like I said, once I got to high school, then I was approached by this band called the Soul Sensations.
Okay.
It was my dear friends, and we have a thread now where we talk to each other. Stephen Todd Duncan, Bernard Johnson, and myself, and Bernard Scott, Julius Jackson.
Okay.
It was a big band.
Right.
And they came at me because they were having some issues with their saxophone player. They didn't even really know that I could sing. They just knew I could play
They
sax.
never heard you sing.
They hadn't heard me sing when they hired me. They hired me to play sax. And once that got going, one of the singers got sick. I think, he broke his arm or something. He couldn't make a gig. And I started singing, and everybody was like, whoa, wait a minute. And as they say, the rest was history.
Right.
I became a singer in the band. From there, it was Subconscious Power. And then from there, it was SAS, which is the band I actually got signed. We had a record deal. SAS was signed on 20th Century Fox.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
we had a song out called "The Only One to Love You" that I wrote.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it was number 22 on Billboard.
Nice. I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got some musical history. I've been around a long
Hidden
time.
Gem, Fred Ross.
Yep, man. And once that thing hit the charts, it was on and cracking. And
Right.
so, like I said, it was number 22 on the charts. Long story short, management did something crazy. They wanted us to switch from 20th Century and go to Casablanca Records.
I heard a class about that.
Yeah,
That's
because
what Cameo was.
Yep, that's where Cameo and Parliament started from. And they wanted to take us there. Well, it turns out we jumped ship, and there was no gig over there. They didn't want us yet.
Yeah.
But 20th said, nope, too late. So they shelved us. And so
Oh,
that
man.
album, as a matter of fact, that album is called SAS. It just got released a year and a half ago in Europe on
really?
vinyl.
Oh, nice.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm going to start promoting it this year while I'm trying to put out new
SAS.
SAS, S-A-S-S.
Okay.
You got
okay.
to check it out.
And you're singing on that.
I'm singing, I'm playing percussion, I'm playing keys on one song, but mostly writing most of the tunes along with my
nice.
brother-in-law, Andrew.
Nice.
We wrote a lot of the songs, almost all the songs, except I think one was written by the keyboard player, Charlie Haber.
Okay.
But all the rest of the songs were written by Andrew and myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Man.
and-
So, so now you started, you from Bay Area, San Francisco. You have a long history with being able to, sing and play. You're in different bands. How did you transition to what we see now? Because you a lot. I'm trying
That's a compliment, right?
Yes, I'm like, you a lot. I mean, you got to go see this brother sing on the stage. He has you're surrounded by, I would say, good company. You know,
absolutely.
Really, really good, great musicians
Right.
on and off stage.
Yes,
I'm going to throw this name out there. Everybody kind of break. Tony Lindsay,
that's my boy.
right?
Yeah.
So to be able to accommodate that level of skill and talent, that's not like, well, I just think I might just start singing. It don't work that way.
No, it does
not.
not.
To play with that caliber.
No.
of
You have to,
talent.
when you're playing with a caliber of musicianship like that, and everybody that Tony hires in his band are equal. That
Grade
talent
A.
they're
Grade
top
A.
shelf,
Yeah,
or they
top
wouldn't be
shelf.
there.
Or they wouldn't be there.
You know, and again, like I said to my other good buddy Daryl C. Anders, he has a band called Agape Soul that I'm working with right now.
Right.
I just sang a song on his last album, but we're getting ready to record some new stuff. And I was telling him the same exact thing. I believe in your music, or I wouldn't be here.
Right.
I could waste my time doing something else.
Something else. Right.
But I love your music. I love what we're doing, and I'm just that kind of guy that I've always felt like a chameleon. If the music is good, I'm gonna get in where I fit in.
Right.
I'm
I
not gonna
noticed
step
that.
on. Yeah, I'm not gonna get on. I'm not gonna step on anybody's toes.
Right.
But I'm gonna get in.
That's a skill in itself, because most
really
people
is.
want to show off.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They look at me, I can play everything.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
and they want to be all loud.
Oh
and,
yeah, it's all about me,
stepping
me.
on people.
No,
like
it's
that.
about
But
teamwork.
I look at you when I see you and Tony Lindsay, and it's like y'all look like the dynamic duo.
Really.
Yeah.
We had this standing joke where I always said to him, I kid you not, we seems like we've known each other since we were kids.
It seemed like
You know,
that.
people see it.
You would think that,
And we haven't. He came from the East Coast.
right?
And I was born and raised
But
here.
the dynamic, some people just click. like
he
that.
and I were like that.
Some people just click like that, and
Yeah.
you see the people, and you be like, oh yeah, they've been doing that for years. Oh, you have, but separate.
Exactly.
But the way you work the stage, man, I just have to honestly say, you guys did a gig. It was some years ago now. We talked about it on the break, but it was at the Glass Door in
Yes.
San Jose.
Yeah.
That, man, I saw that. I stole so much from that.
I'm glad to hear it.
I
You
did.
just borrowed it. We stole it from somebody as well.
I sure did. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I
I
remember that
stole
gig.
all that, put it in my pocket. I was like, I just locked it up.
Yeah.
I'm taking all of that.
Yeah, I remember that
because
gig.
I remember the banter you guys had on stage. I remember just how like there's a lead singer, but then you know how to sing like off of the lead singer
Exactly.
and accommodate the. Listen, what I'm saying is like Spanglish right now because most people don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
They just know they're the singer and that's it.
Right.
But to sing off, that's a skill in itself.
It is.
It really is.
You have to know how to sing with someone.
If you know how to, that's why I say it's a skill.
It's a skill.
Because singing background, it's a skill.
That's right.
Singing off like how you were doing, how I saw that, I ain't never even seen it done like that. Not really.
you.
Because
Thank you.
Tony is a very specific guy and he don't mess around.
No.
So to have you up there accommodating him,
Right.
it's like, wow, how do you even structure something like that? Because he's a powerful vocalist.
Absolutely. And as am I.
And you
like I
are
said,
as well.
And, that's the irony is that one would think that both of our personalities
We wouldn't
and the
work
way
like
that we both sing,
That it wouldn't work.
work.
That right.
But it does because we play off each other vocally and spiritually.
Right.
And just from friend to friend. I mean, we always, once we get on stage,
I love it.
Let the games begin.
I love it.
But it's fun, it's funny.
Yeah.
When he walks through the door, I go, oh, here comes Tony, here we go.
Yeah.
Because we know we're going to be laughing.
Right.
And we know when we start singing,
Right.
it's going to be something else. We just did a gig not too long ago at Biscuits and Blues in San Francisco.
Oh, I love that place. Okay.
And we did some things that we had normally not done. Like we don't go off script. Tony just started flipping his mind and he said, let's just try this. And there were songs, we did maybe 3 songs that night, Kimball, that we had never played anywhere live.
I believe it because y'all got that chemistry.
Yeah. All the players.
I believe it.
Janice
believe it.
Maxie Reed, David Jones,
Ooh, that's
the band, Alan Leon. All those guys talk about world-class
Right.
musicians.
That's world class right there.
Man, and they show up
Second to
and
none.
show out.
Show out. Leave it all on stage.
And I like to see that because that's who I am.
Right.
Like, so every time I get on stage, I feel like you sing and perform like it's the last time because it just might be.
It just might. Well, you ain't lying. It just might be.
It just might be. You don't
never know.
But I know what I'm going to do. I want to make sure that when I get on that stage, that whoever came in there and they had a frown on their face,
Yeah.
when they leave, they smile.
Turn that frown upside down.
Turn that upside down.
it.
Because we just had fun. Didn't you have fun?
Right.
And 90% of the time they do.
And that's why they came.
That's why they came.
I always think about it like this. You never know what people are going through at
Absolutely.
that moment in time.
Absolutely.
And they also could have been anywhere else. They didn't have to come see you.
That was one of the things. Like, they could go spend their money at any venue
Anywhere
anywhere.
else.
They don't have to come see you.
No.
Especially in the Bay Area with all the band and the talent we have here.
Yeah.
They could go see anybody else, spend their money there.
Right.
When they come to see you, that's an honor and a privilege.
Give them something.
Give them some. Give the people what they want. If they don't pay a dime,
Right.
if that joint that they come into and you're playing in it,
Yeah.
if they're not charging it, you pretend that they're paying $100
You
to
still
see
give
you.
them something.
Give them their money.
Right. Give them the money.
Give them their
first.
monies first.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to
That's
do.
what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
Man, you all right, Fred Ross.
Yeah, you are too, Kimball.
my man. I
I'm
love
happy
some
to-
Fred Ross.
Hey, man, I love you too, brother.
Talk to me about some of the transitions you went through, like health-wise.
Well, yeah, that's something that I know a lot of people have been noticing over the last couple of years, because I'd been pretty ill the last 6 years. I had diverticulitis, which was tearing me apart for a while. I had pneumonia a couple of times.
Wow.
My body was just totally shutting down on me. Why, I don't know, but because it wasn't like I wasn't taking care of myself, because most of my life and most of my career, I've been very, very healthy.
Right.
I've never had any real health issues until these last 6 years.
Right.
And it was rough, because my thing has always been, if I'm not singing, what am I going to be doing?
Right.
And I was in a position where I was having to cancel gigs ahead of time or even at the last minute, which I really hated doing.
Right.
But again, when you talk about, people like, again, Daryl Anders, Tony Lindsay, and a few others that I've worked for years, because I know, and as much as I hate to admit it, even on the air, I know there's some people that won't call me now because I was so ill.
Right.
And that any given day,
Right.
if I have an asthma attack, I'm not coming to your gig.
Right.
I don't care where it is.
Right.
I'm not
Right.
because
Well, how can you?
yeah, I can.
Yeah.
In order to sing, you got to be able to breathe.
Right.
And asthma won't let me breathe.
Right.
So
Right.
for that, I'm totally grateful. I was just talking to Sherry on the way in, and I said I've had a lot of prayers.
Right.
Some people they may not believe in prayer. I do.
I do too. I'm
You
one
know,
of the prayers right here.
I believe in prayers.
Yeah.
Prayers get answered, especially if you have the right people praying for you.
Right.
Like I just told Sherry, there's some people out there. No, don't you pray for me? I don't know what
you-
you're
you
praying
keep-
for.
you keep all
you
them,
keep
huh?
yours.
You
Yeah.
keep yours.
But for the most part, like I told her, because when I walked up, she said, I was praying for you. I
Right.
said, yeah, you and a lot of people, and I really appreciate it. That's why I'm here now.
Right.
Because this time last year, I could barely make it.
Man,
I didn't think
well,
I was
we're
gonna
happy to
make
have
it.
you here, man.
I'm so glad to be here.
How did you learn how to like take care of your health? Like, was there any type of antibiotics or any type
Yeah,
of
I had to
remedies
have, but I had several surgeries.
Okay.
My innards, my colon was jacked up, my intestines were messed up. I mean, everything.
Right.
I was a mess.
Right.
The asthma, which was the one that was taking me out most of the time, because my lungs were just kept failing.
Right.
And every time you turn around, I was an emergency. I mean, and just a perfect example, but God is still good.
Wow.
Every day. Since last November, after I had already taken 6-8 months off,
Right.
I took, Daryl Anderson did a GoFundMe on me to just tell me to stop. You need to stop so you can get better, because if you don't, you're gonna leave here, and I don't want you gone.
Right.
So I took those 6 to 8 months off, whatever, and came back. But even last year, I had another trigger, and from November all the way up until the end of January, I had been in emergency 8 times.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Too much.
Yeah, too
and
much.
my allergist told me, he said, yeah, I've noticed your records, and you've been in here too much. So I've just recently switched to another shot. I get an allergy shot every 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Every 2
Okay.
weeks. So, I mean, when I go out of town, it can only be for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and you're right back.
Because I have to come back and get that shot.
Wow.
And that's been going on for, I've been getting shot for 3 or 4 years now.
About 3 or 4 years now.
That I've been getting, and each time though I've had to change. This is the third different shot that I've had to take,
Right.
because after a while it just wasn't working for me anymore.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
my system just was, because for a lot of people they'll take one, whatever the shot is, Nucala or whatever. I don't want to be naming names, but whatever the different shots are. Some people get with the one and they stick with it, and it works fine for them for years and
Right.
years. Mine seemed to be lasting maybe a year and a half, and then all of a sudden I'd have fits again, and
Right.
or my flare-ups, and then I can't breathe.
Right.
And I'm on a new one now, and it seems to be going just fine because I've been singing the last few weeks, and
No problem.
I'm as powerful as ever.
Man, I'm praying for you always.
I appreciate it, sir.
I just, my heart goes out to you because, I know about asthma.
Yeah.
That
no joke.
diverticulitis is like 10 steps above that,
Yeah.
So when you can't breathe, everything shuts down.
Everything shuts down. You can't do anything.
Everything shuts down.
Everything shuts down.
Yeah.
I mean, your whole body's going, what do you think you're getting ready to do? How about nothing?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You can sit here, you get there and get that medicine and get on your machine,
Right.
and at least I'm fortunate I have a really good allergist, and he and my nurses are amazing. They got my back and make sure that I have everything I need. I have to carry I forget the name of it right now, but it's like giving myself a shot in case I have an asthma attack. I have to keep one in the car.
Right.
I have 2 portable nebulizers. I keep 2 in the car.
You know how to take care of yourself.
That's the key is, Kimball, is when you find out there's a problem, don't be as stubborn as I used to be when I was a little bit younger, where I didn't want to go to hospitals. I didn't like hospitals. But I found out, well, if you don't go to the hospital, then you're not going to be here anymore.
Right, how about that?
So, yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
You could take this or do that.
Right,
Which one you want to do?
right.
This is not going to work
So
for me.
you got wise.
So I got wise, and I said, go to the doctor, listen to the doctor, do what they ask you to do, and then you'll feel better. And I can say, just like I was telling my daughter the other day, I'm just grateful because I'm feeling way better this year than I was last year.
Wow.
And that's something to say.
We're going to be right back. We're going to take a short break with my buddy here, Mr. Fred Ross. I'm Kimball Hooker on KCAT. We'll be right back.
Thank you to the City of Montessorino for their continued support of KCAT Public Media. The City of Montessorino has enabled KCAT to inspire, educate, entertain, and inform our community through the magic of television and digital media for over 38 years. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with Mr. Fred Ross, my special guest. I'm Kimball Hooker on the Kimball Hooker Show. We're going to dive right back in. Tell me a little bit more about playing with James Brown. I mean, what was that like?
You know, when I first did the James Brown gig, well, we actually opened up for him. At that time, I was playing with the Family Stone.
Man.
Yeah, I was playing with the Family Stone. Only one wasn't there was Sly, Larry, and Freddie. Everybody else, Cynthia was there, Rose was there, Gregorica was there, Jerry was there.
Everybody else was there.
And I was doing Sly. And at that time, I was doubling because I was playing with Pee Wee Ellis and Fred Wesley. And we were working on an album for him. It was a gospel album. And once we recorded it, Pee Wee called me maybe a month and a half after it was recorded. Said, Fred Ross. Yeah, I'm copying you, Pee Wee. I'm sorry. Fred Ross. That album's doing really good in Europe. You wanna go to Europe and go on tour? I said, absolutely. Let's go. Took me on tour maybe a month and a half after that. I was gone for like 2 months, came back, and then, as they say, the rest was history. I spent the next 21 years with that man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
touring.
Touring. In the States and Japan,
I was about to ask
Europe.
you, where did you go? Yeah.
Japan, Europe. We even went Abu Dhabi, Turkey.
Oh, wow.
We were all over the place.
Nice.
And I spent most of my adult years, I spent on the road with him.
The whole band?
The whole band.
Oh, wow.
Well, Pee Wee had his own thing, so it was the Pee Wee Ellis Assembly. But then we started a Still Black, Still Proud show.
Okay.
And where he got guys from Africa, guys from Europe, and then some of us from the U.S. of A. And it was just a big show doing all James Brown music, but some of it was done in an African way. Man, it was just the coolest thing to be part of.
Oh, wow.
And so, like I said, I was just blessed to be able to do that gig for 21 years. And like I said, who gets to say that, you got Pee Wee Ellis, Fred Wesley, and Maceo in your phone?
Right.
Me.
Yeah.
And man, those guys are just the nicest guys. And I heard all the James Brown stories.
That's big right there.
That's big right there.
That's big, yeah.
You know,
I mean, just to share you're in good company.
Yes.
In the world, the best in the world.
The best in the world.
And then they think enough to, like, ask you
Yeah.
to come along.
My good friend, Vernon Black. Ice Black, yes. He used to always say the same thing. And Jeff Tamalier from Tower of Power, another good friend of mine, he said, he was telling some friends of ours, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were just sitting up having a beer, and he said, my buddy Fred Ross over here, he's a great soul singer. And he said, but the guy spent, how many years, Fred? I said 21. He said, 21 years with Pee Wee Ellis and Fred Wesley. And he said, they could have picked anybody in the world. And that's what I always thought, too. They could get anybody, but they chose me.
Right.
What an honor. And I got to do James Brown songs for 21 years.
Yeah.
I mean, from Mother Popcorn
Right.
to I Feel Good to Cold Sweat.
Right.
Singing them like I'd written them.
Papa's got a brand new bag.
Papa's got a brand new bag. Yeah,
that's
man.
right.
And we did them all, and it was
Cold
just
Sweat. Yeah.
man, it was so much fun. And like just to have Pee Wee honor me enough to say, because I thought I had messed up one time at a gig. I was in a bad mood from the flight, and I wasn't cooperating during a sound check. We were, rehearsing for the sound check. And I was just tired because I'd been sleeping on the floor all night. And I got in, and they rehearsing some instrumentals. And I went back behind the drummer, John Mader, fantastic drummer. And I fell asleep because I was so tired. And then all of a sudden, Fred Ross, where you at? So I get up. Now I'm just, woke up, ticked off. Go up to the mountain, go up to the microphone. They start playing. And I went, I don't care about your past. And I was just tired. I wasn't even trying to sing it like James. And they both looked at each other and they said, what's wrong with him? I don't know. And then they did it again. And I was still hot, and I did it again. And then they gave me that look, and I knew what that look meant because I had seen it before. Do it again, and you're fired. Because I've seen them, fire somebody just like James would do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the next morning, they was gone, and somebody was in their place.
Right.
And so I got smart enough to go, you better sing this song or you're going to be next.
Right.
So I sang it right the third time. And then after it was over, I was still smart enough to not want to lose that job because I was having too much fun. I was just having a bad day.
Right.
And so as they went downstairs to eat their lunch, they said, Fred Ross, you coming down to eat lunch? I said, no, guys, I just want to go back to the hotel and get some rest before showtime. And they said, okay. So I was getting ready to walk down. I doubled back, went downstairs. I walked up to Fred and Pee Wee, and I said, guys, can I say something for a second? They both looked up. I said, I want to apologize for my actions upstairs. I said, I'm just really tired. You know, I was sleeping on the floor all night, you know, to the pain. I said, I was just in a bad mood. And Pee Wee looked at me and took his time, and he went, Fred Ross, you ain't going nowhere.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Wow.
And I went, cool. Because I'd seen people get thrown out of that band
Right.
for less.
For less.
For less.
Right. That means they really, really wanted
They
you.
really wanted me there. And like I said, and whenever Fred comes to town, he'll call me, Fred Ross, I'm going to be at Yoshi's. I'm going to be I'm up at somewhere.
Yeah.
Blue Note, wherever. You coming to see me? Yeah, I'm coming. You know, so like I said, for me, what an honor to have friends like that.
But that was big
Legends.
of you to clean it up like that, though, instead of just, you know, because you didn't have to do that, but you manned up and was like, you know what, that wasn't right.
It wasn't
And
right.
you
I
made
knew
it right.
Yeah, I made it right. And, you know, and a lot of people, they forget that, you know, yeah, you could be in a bad mood all you want, but if you know that you made a mistake,
Yeah.
it's best to go apologize if you want to keep your job.
You want to keep your job.
Yeah, and I wanted to keep that job. I wasn't ready to go anywhere. And,
Yeah.
you know, if Pee Wee was still here, I'd still be in the band.
Right, right.
You know.
But you don't want people to think of you like that anyway.
No. Like I said, I got a bit of a temper, but I try to keep it in check.
And then people, they think so highly of you, you know what I mean, to bring you on that scale of a show, a gig, put
Exactly.
you before all these people.
In front of all these people.
Right. So they entrust in you.
I'm telling you, I mean, to be able to be on stage with those three, those are the original funksters.
Right.
That's where the funk came from.
Right. And that's big.
And that's big. And I remember being in Canada, and Pee Wee and Fred and Maceo, because they all were on the gig that day, I think, and they had nicknames for me. One of them, they changed my name from Fred Ross to Fred Rossley, and they would call me Rossley because whenever he say Fred, me and Fred Rossley would answer.
Oh, right. That is make a discernment.
Yeah, and they said,
between
okay, we're
those
going to
two.
call you Rossley. And we just called him. So don't you answer. When we say Fred, we're not talking to you.
Right.
I said, okay. But to be up in Canada and have both of these guys making jokes about me on stage, I was honored.
Yeah.
You know, we got these guys that are legends
Right.
on stage, and they feel comfortable or cool enough with me to make fun of me on stage. I was honored. Go ahead, make fun
Right.
of me. It's cool.
Right.
Because we about to make some music
And some money.
and some money.
Right.
Oh, because we did that for those 21 years.
Canada, too.
We were everywhere. And
Oh, wow.
It was a lot of places that we did not go because we were scheduled to go to Africa, but it didn't happen. I wanted to go there. But everywhere, Africa and Australia, I never went with them.
Right.
But almost everywhere else and almost everywhere in Europe, I'll bet you it's not too many countries there I didn't hit.
Well, heck, I was going to ask you, tell me about some of the best gigs you did, but those are some of the best gigs.
You know, there's a couple that really come to mind. The one in Canada was one of them. There was one in Greece that was amazing. Even the gig in Abu Dhabi.
Right.
Now, like I said, who goes to Abu Dhabi?
What
to
makes a great gig for you?
You know, when the band is so fired up that I know I can't sleep that night, and the audience is still talking about it, still buzzing. You know, for me, I can almost tell when it's a good gig. I know when it's a good gig when the music is just where I want it to be and where the band wants it to be, and you know, and everything in the world is turned off except for what's happening right now. And then when I look out there and see a sea of people enjoying themselves, and you know, and enjoying exactly what the band is doing, that to me, that's the good gig.
Right.
And like I said, and I know it's a good gig when I'm on my way home or back to my hotel room, and I'm up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep. Because I'm still.
It hits you that
It hits
hard.
me that hard, and it happens still.
Yeah.
Like we just, like I said, I told you that gig we did with Tony Lindsay and the Soul Soldiers. We just did one. I went home. I think I got home around 12:30 or so. I was up till 3:30.
Wow.
You know, just because I'm just so fired up.
In
still.
the moment, just living
I'm
that
just
life,
still,
man.
yeah,
You
still-
in it.
I can't let it go, and it's like I'm still just jacked for it. You
Yeah.
know?
Tell people what's it like, because these are. I want you to talk to the people that don't know music. I know, but I want you to, in your best description, what is the pocket, and what does that pocket feel like?
You know, the pocket is like for me, it's just that feeling when that beat and that bass line and that guitar line and the drummer, when everything is just locked.
Right.
And it just fits like a glove. You know, there's no room in the glove. That's what the pocket is for me.
Right, that's that pocket.
That's the pocket. When nothing's moving, it's just like locked in there.
It's one.
And you just, and it's on the one. And you can't, and for me, if you feel in the pocket and you feel in the groove and it don't make you move, well, that's not your pocket.
Right, that's not the pocket.
That's not the pocket.
Right.
Because the pocket's going to make you move.
It's going to make you move.
I don't know nobody living. I don't care how you dance, what you do.
Yes, pocket.
You're going to try to find that pocket.
Right.
Because it's just something that drives you.
Yeah.
And once you hear it, you know it.
You know it.
And I know what musicians do.
And it make you act a fool sometimes.
It make you make you act as foolish as you want.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as it just gets locked in. I mean, like I said, when I'm on stage with the Tony Lindsays and the Calvin Tillerys, I start naming all my friends.
Right.
But these people that I've been on stage with, and the groove starts, especially like I said, when the drummer and the bass player is locked
That's
and
that
loaded.
lock right there, yeah.
That's the lock right there. If the guitar player come in and doing that funk, game over for
Especially
me.
doing some James Brown.
Come on, man.
That's where it came from.
That's where it came
Original
from.
funk.
I know. I had just posted a picture that I had, and I'd forgotten about it. And I used to do flashback Fridays or the Thursday thing, and I just ran across this picture of me and original drummer Clyde Stubblefield from James Brown.
Oh yeah, he just passed away.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And I had a picture of me and him, and I posted it, and people were blown away because they didn't know I even knew Clyde.
Oh wow.
Here's a good story on that one. When I met Clyde, he had come to town to do a gig here with some other people from here. I didn't know them.
Right.
But I was here, and I was part of the band that he was playing with. And I didn't know it until I got there. And then, well, they told me on the way there, guess who's going to be playing the drums tonight? Clyde Stubblefield. And I said, you lying. No, he's going to be. I got there, man. I was like,
Right. Kid and Kenny story.
I wanted to scream.
Right.
And man, to get there and sit there, and I went over to shake his hand. He was sitting, I'll never forget, not even that same sofa that's in the photo on Facebook. And I sat down with him, and I said, Mr. Stubblefield, it's an honor to meet you. And he said, don't you call me Mr. Stubblefield. My name's Clyde.
Right.
And I said, well, I'm Fred Ross. He said, I know who you are. He said, Fred and Pee Wee told me about you.
See how far that go back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm
News
thinking,
travels.
they told you about me.
Right.
And that was probably around in my 13th, 14th year of being with Pee Wee.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, they had talked to him evidently. Said, oh, yeah, we got this guy, Fred Ross. How cool is that?
Yeah. See, but see, you paid your dues too.
I did, man.
You paid your dues. You showed up on time. You know what I'm saying? You gave your best performance, but that travels.
It really does.
Clyde Stubblefield ain't no joke.
No.
I mean, that's the original.
I mean,
function
even
right
here
there.
in the Bay Area, that's how I feel like I got some of the gigs that I was able to do. Because good news travels.
Right.
Bad news travels faster. And what you don't want is a bad rep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. But you don't want that bad rep. I mean, I played with the Dick Brights. He had his big orchestra. The Pride and Joy. You start naming all the local groups in
Calvin
the Bay Area.
Peters, yeah.
I played with most of them.
You know Calvin Peters?
Yes.
Yeah. See, man.
There's not too many people in the Bay Area that I don't
Kenny
know.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of good people out
A lot
there,
of good
man.
people, man. Like I said, the Bay Area is full of extremely talented people.
Yeah.
And like I said, and I just feel like I'm blessed to know them, but even more blessed when I get a chance to perform with them. Like I said, even still right now, I'm still, skipping around with 2 or 3 other bands right now.
Right.
The ones that want to have me, and I'm honored.
Right.
You want me to be in your band? Let's go.
Right.
It's a chain though.
Right.
Because I didn't pay my dues.
Right.
But I kid you not, Kimball, I'm still having a blast.
Right.
Because I thought about retiring a couple of years ago. I really did.
Because of health or just?
Mostly because of health.
Okay.
And then I was getting, my thought was this, is that, I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Right.
And I'm getting up in the age, but I'm still enjoying it, but, I don't have anything else to prove. You know what?
You've been there, done that.
And I've been there, done that. So I'm thinking, why don't you just go on and ride off into the sunset? And then I went, nah.
Right. They ain't happening.
I still like the sun shining bright. It's still
Right,
fun.
right,
And if I really didn't think that I was still capable of delivering a good performance, I would quit.
But people look up to you. And the people that do, you don't even know these people. They're just different people.
I know.
People watch that. I'm one of them.
But you
You ain't gotta go far. You ain't gotta go far. I said, damn, he's still putting it down like that. You make it hard for people like me because I'm still trying to keep
Somebody
it moving.
just said that the other day. I posted something and they happened to be at the gig, and they said, yeah, Fred Ross is 73, and It was Mike Torres.
Yeah,
And Mike said,
Mike Torres
and
band.
he still sounds good.
Still sounds good.
You know, and so that's what it keeps me inspired to,
Right.
want to wake up I've always said this to young vocalists or young musicians whatsoever. If you wake up in the morning and what you're thinking about doing first is entertaining, singing, or playing your instrument, that's what you should be doing because it makes you happy.
Right.
Do what brings you joy.
Right.
Because if it doesn't bring you joy, you shouldn't be doing it.
What do you do? What you wasting your life?
You're wasting your life.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I could have been doing a 9 to 5 too.
Right.
Or I could have been doing my family's business, which
Right.
was a lucrative business.
Right.
Like my dad always said, they'll never make a machine that'll be able to recover furniture. They still haven't.
Still haven't.
They have ways of making it faster by building it, but
Right.
they ain't not going to take it off and put it back on.
Yeah.
And that was a good career. And I did dig it, but I didn't dig it as much as music.
Right.
I said,
Music
no.
was it.
Music was it.
Yeah.
I knew it. And I told my parents, I remember my mom always said to me, you're not supposed to be singing this secular music. You're supposed to be singing
I heard that so many
Yeah, I know you
times.
heard that 100
Yeah,
times. Just
yeah.
like that's And I said, and I, as I got older, I was able to kind of talk back without getting hit upside the head.
Right.
said-
You dodging shoes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm running. You can't catch me.
Right.
No, but she used to always say, you need to be singing for the Lord. And one day I just told her, I said, you know what, Mom? He gifted me with this.
Right.
He didn't say what to do with it.
Right.
And I said, I'm not singing anything crazy.
Yeah.
I'm singing songs that, there's some songs that even today that I still refuse to sing, depending on what the content is.
Right,
I won't sing that.
Right.
Just because of my background.
Still two left. Too much to
Exactly.
the left. Yeah, we had Sam Cooke and Al Green
Exactly.
and Aretha Franklin. I mean, they all did secular and gospel,
Exactly.
and they made lucrative careers out of it.
Absolutely.
And they touched a lot of people.
Touched a lot of people. And that's, I'm glad you said that because that's how I feel. At this point in my life, and I've always felt this way as a vocalist, if I'm touching somebody, and I've had people come up to me and said, you just made my day.
Right.
You just reminded me of my husband just passed away, my
Right.
boyfriend.
That's
That
it
makes
right
me
there.
feel good right there because
Right.
I've touched somebody and made them, or a particular song will take them back somewhere.
Right.
That's why I sing.
Right.
And it brings me joy.
Right.
Like I said, when I know it, I feel good when I'm singing a certain song and I look out there and I see somebody out there smiling, that's my day.
Right.
Like I said, it's not, it's not always about the money. It's about the money because we have to make a living.
Got to make a living.
But at the end of the day, it's about that joy that I give to people and that I'm getting it back. It's like a circle.
Right.
I give you joy, you giving it back by
It's an
showing me
exchange.
how much you enjoy it.
Sure.
you know.
Fred Ross, where can you be found? You got a website? Is there?
Yes.
Where you at?
I'm at fredrossproject.com.
Okay. FredRossProject.com.
Yeah, you can find most of my gigs there, although I do post on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads.
Oh, you on Threads too?
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't have no Threads, y'all.
Yeah.
I really-
That took me a minute, Kimball.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
going, it's another one?
Another right. That's what I said. I'm
Isn't
still saying it. I'm like, it's another one.
How many?
'Cause I'm not gonna
but
check
you know,
it.
It's so cool now because they fixed it where if you post on one, it'll go automatically to the other one.
Okay, I didn't know
I
that.
figured out how
I'm
to
up
do it.
now. I
Yeah,
didn't
you can
know
do
that.
it now.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you post on Facebook, you can post the Instagram and Threads at the same time.
I just got lazy.
I know, me too.
I
I
just
don't
got
like
lazy.
doing it.
Shame on me. I can't help it. Fred Ross, thank you for coming. We got to
My
cut
pleasure.
it right now. Thank you. I appreciate you coming. Love you, my brother. We're praying for you. Stay healthy. Stay strong. I'm Kimball Hooker, Fred Ross, K-Cat, here in Los Gatos, Monte Sereno. Until then, next time, we'll see you then. Peace.
Out.
You just heard the Kimball Hooker Show here on KCAT Radio. Explore all our KCAT original programming at kcat.org/radio.